I'll do a poetry poem. It's kind of a poetry poem. Again, it's another East Vancouver poem. It's about being broken into. It's called The Night Breaks In. While I was out for the evening, thinking this town was in the palm of my hand, all romantic about the setting sun, searching for the stars, tripping over vagrant moonbeams, the real night, the cruel-bellied, dark-eyed, faceless predator night had snapped its leash and like a skulk of foxes had slipped into the comfortable circle of a street lamp, climbed the stairs bold as day, jimmied my front door and stole my stereo. I come home, my household scattered like feathers on the henhouse floor, my heart gone with my CD player. Me as empty as a patch of clean surface in the ocean of dust where things used to be. Well, the cop who answers the call is a marvel of hindsight. That lock is pretty much useless. You need a deadbolt, and forget about any chance of a good fingerprint. You need something clean and shiny for that. And I don't own much clean and shiny, at least not anymore. And the cop leaves me alone to somehow put my life back in order. The front door doesn't lock anymore. Hell, it refuses to even shut tight. And I struggle to find something to keep it shut. Something solid, immovable. But the front door is only as strong as the back door. And the back door is only as strong as the window. And the night is monstrous and scratching at them all, wanting the rest of my stuff. But I can't think that big yet. My front door is a hole in the dike and something I can maybe deal with right now. This is when I start to recognize how pack up and carry off my existence is. So many little details. It's little wonder I didn't see this night coming. And the big things I own are too big for me alone to move without a struggle, and I'm not up to that at this tired hour. But there is a bookcase. Close enough to make the effort, small enough for even me to manage the commitment. And its shelves are loaded to bear with sleeping soldiers, and as if they were the saints you pray to when nothing else works, I ask the old boys to come out of retirement. The roll call sounds off in my head as I build my defenses with them. Yeats, Bukowski, Whitman, Longfellow, Poe, Blake, Crane, Clare, and Sandburg are but a few. The outlawed, the outcast, the fighters, the dissidents, the pious, the writers of gun poetry, the survivors, the raging and the raving are all among them. So are those who carried the flags and beat the drums and loaded the rifles and picked the fights and carried the grudges and called the names and drew the lines. So are those who fell young and who time has forgotten. Some went to war. Some stood just as solidly against it. Some saw the courage of flowers and the bravery of an open heart. Most are dead. Most spent their whole lives like this, holding back the floods, shoulders to it, trying to put a face or a name to the terror, the walls closing in, the outside seeping through. And I lay their testimonies like bricks, and for the moment their greatest value is their simple weight. Poem after poem piling up, page after page, each of these a brick itself until the door is shut and tight and I can finally crawl into bed knowing that although sleep will not be perfect, it will at least be possible. And I realize that I've been here 100 different times before, and every one of those times, poetry has been there for me.
Oh.